Hey, Alexander's Insights back with another video. We're going to be going over the artificial intelligence sector. We're going to go over a lot of stocks, a lot of supports, resistances that I'm looking at, what's moving. The AI sector has been booming these past 2 years. We have a lot of new companies coming out, a lot of small caps and mid caps that we want to take a look at seriously. How can we play them? Which ones are set up for long-term success? Which ones have breaking resistances that we could, get some swing shares on? What looks good? So we're going to go over the AI sector, starting with Palantir, the big boy Palantir, big mover this year. Starting 2024, we go to a low around January, let's say all the way up to the high, up 400%, starting around $15 this January 2024. As we enter the new year, Palantir will be up around 70, 60 to 80, $90. So we're going to want to see what happens. Right now I have a shorter term support here on Palantir at 70.50. We're going to see what happens to the significant high right here. See how we came up into the $80 level, came back down to the downside. This could have been a nice buy right here. If you actually bought right here off that big dip, you already would have been up around 10%. So buying the dip on Palantir is a good strategy if you want to play it. If you want to get in and out, Palantir, you buy the dip, make 10%, and you're out. If you want to be a long time holder of Palantir, I would look more into the company. I think it's going to be set up for a phenomenal company. They're profitable now. That's why the price is soaring. They deal with a lot of government contracts, and their commercial business is growing 30% over year, which was why so many people was shorting them at the beginning. It's because their commercial business wasn't as expected as an analyst as thought, I guess. But now commercial is coming in, money's flowing into Palantir. That's all I really see on Palantir right now. I'm waiting for more of a pullback. I don't really have a green buying level that I would say I could get Palantir at right now. I do want it cheap if I was going to buy it. So I'm not sure if it would ever come down to these levels, but it would be somewhere hopefully below 45. Yeah, other than that, I would just look for another retracement down below this 70.50 level to get another 10% gain up to the upside. But we're just going to watch Palantir go like that. Path, UiPath is what the company's called. I have a support around here at 13.17. We're just going to want to watch that support, what happens when it breaks this. Obviously, this was a resistance before. You see how it kept going up to the resistance. Now we have it as support. We do have another support right here, which actually broke on Friday. See how that this support broke, and now we have a red candle. So that could be a little analysis that we don't want to get into shares here on UiPath yet, because we have another support down here which could be coming down too. So very patient there on UiPath. TSM, big mover, big large cap company, produces a lot of semiconductors. So we have resistance here at 202.50, obviously support at 192, and another support around 182. This is the all-time high here on TSM. So if this 202.50 level breaks, we could see a large movement up right before its earnings. So if this resistance breaks, expect probably swing calls up to the upside. And then if this resistance holds and it rejects back to the downside, we do have support around 194 to 192. Ticker symbol AIC3AI. I have support at $36.50, and I have resistance at 140.92. 140 or 142 breaks, look for a 10% gain up at the upside. So we could see AI making some moves up if this resistance breaks. We do have resistances all around here pretty much. We're just going to want to see what happens around this area. When 142 breaks, what happens? We could get a nice 10% gain to the upside, cut half our shares, or we could swing it up a little bit farther and possibly get around 30% on the other half of the shares, So looking pretty good for ticker symbol AI if this support breaks, and we want to see what it does in this range. If it either goes up or holds this support. IonQ, want to find support on this. I think it's a pretty small, definitely very small cap stock. I don't really like to play these. And it's very elevated right now, but if you did want to play it, I'd watch for support around $26. That's pretty much all I got to say on that. Another small cap stock, Serve Robotics. It's gonna have to find support. I have support at $12, but this one you could possibly get a nice little gain off of if this $13.75 breaks, or it looks like it's gonna open up. You could get shares, swing it up to possibly around $16 and get a nice 20% gain there on ticker symbol Serve stock. Once again, just going to want to see where it finds support. It looks like it found, because this was support here before Friday, and then it found support there on Friday, and obviously had a nice pop. And we'll see if it's going to want to continue to higher prices for swing shares. Ticker symbol Sound actually absolutely booming. Back here in actually around February, Sound cost $1, and now it's all the way up to $17. You see how it found support around here? Boom, we had a nice vertical movement, found support, and the current continues that vertical movement. What happens? I'm gonna move up this support now to around $15.50. What happens around $15.50? Does Sound either just bounce off this level, or does it keep going? That's all I really have there on Sound. We are heading back to all-time highs, which is around $18.12. So that could very well possibly get hit there on Sound. It's just not enough gain for me to want to play it. If I did play it, I would have bought it here on Thursday and then swung that up to make a nice. How much percentage gain was that if we bought it opening on Thursday up to its high? It was around 33%. We go to Symbiotic, ticker symbol SYM. I have support here at $25.30, resistance at $28.70. Kind of stuck in between there. We're going to want to see which way it goes. You see that it came, boom, crashing down, big gap down to the downside. Had a little short-term recovery, but overall, longer term, we're bearish right now. Shorter term, bullish, but longer term, bearish. We're going to want to see what happens around this support area. $25. RXRX, pharmaceutical company, I think they use AI. A lot of these companies, some of them is like what NVIDIA has shares in as well. So RXRX, I believe, is one of them. I do have support here at $6. See, we had these are very volatile stocks. They're right above penny stocks, so you could say. I think anything below $5 you could consider a penny stock. But these stocks, some of them are hovering right around above that penny stock area. So RXRX, we have support here at $6. If this $6 area hits, it could be possibly a good area to get shares, because you see every time it goes to the $6 area, it goes below it and pops right back up. Below it, pops right back up. Below it, pops right back up. It's done that every single time. You see actually right here too. Below it, pops up. So around here actually might not be a bad area to look to get shares, depending on where we find support. It actually did find support here around 680. So 680 is another support. And then we could say swing shares after finding support. Swing shares after finding support would be the best idea, in my opinion. And then we're going to also want to see just what happens when it comes up to some of these resistances as well, because there's a resistance right here around 866. So like I said, these are low costing stocks. Like I said, you bought it at around this support, you sold it around 616 minus 13%. But if you hold it up to around, let's say this top tick, that's a 30% gain. So a lot more volatile, but fitting support. But yeah, that's basically it on the artificial intelligence sector. You can add these to your watch list. Just some analysis on it. So make sure you give your this video a like, give your opinions in the comment section, leave any AI stocks that I didn't go over in this comment section. I'd like to know more AI small mid caps that are coming out, as I think that a lot of them, or not a lot of them, but there will be the few that succeed long term, and I'd like to get to know those companies. So thank you, leave a like, and have a great day.